Being a convert is extremely difficult, and it becomes much more difficult when we face rejection from our local Muslim community. And that can be for a lot of reasons. A lot of times, Muslim communities, families or individuals who were sort of born to a Muslim family, they're not prepared to deal with sort of the conflicts and the problems that converts deal with. We're not perfect people, right? Some of us have addiction issues. Some of us have been to prison. Some of us have been, lots of stuff. And then when we convert, we're really looking for family. We're really looking for support. And sometimes people, they withhold. Sometimes they hold back, and they don't realize how much even the little stuff means. They're afraid of getting us in a situation where, somebody becomes dependent or someone's being dishonest and asking for help. And hey, that happens. It's true. But there's a whole lot of converts out there that really just a little bit would go a long way to making them feel supported and giving them some hope. And if they don't need support, then they definitely need just community. It's an open secret, that the loneliest time for converts is the holidays, Eid and these sorts of things, because everybody who has a Muslim family, they know what they're doing. They go and they visit the oldest relative and then this relative and that relative. And if you're a convert, you're the only one in your family. You're not married with kids. Or even if you are, you're just by yourself. So this is definitely, converts need knowledge, and people have focused on providing knowledge, but most people aren't in the position to give knowledge. But everybody is in position to be a friend and to be a support. And that comes back to something that is generally true, is that most people, and Muslims are included in this, are not very intentional with who they make friends with. They make friends like everybody else make friends, like the non-Muslims make friends with people of the same background as you, the people of the same socioeconomic status as you, the people that you just naturally jive with. How many of us are really trying to go out of our way to make friends with people who are different from ourselves, or people who might need our friendship, and us intend that friendship to be worship for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? The Prophet ﷺ, he said that 3 types of people, or 3 things that if you do, you will taste the sweetness of faith. And one of them is that you don't love somebody else except for Allah's sake, right? So that's the whole point, is that you call them up or you invite them over or you include them in a social gathering that you're having for no other reason than for Allah's sake, right? That's what it looks like. And so it's difficult for a convert. But on the convert side of things, you have to put yourself in the mindset that you can't let your happiness depend on other people, because other people are going to let you down. I let people down all the time. There's only so many hours in the day. I'm not a perfect person. Sometimes I lose patience. Sometimes I'm not as attentive to some things as I could be. And that's everybody else too, right? So if you put your faith in people, they're going to disappoint you. They're going to let you down. You have to have the mindset of Ibrahim, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that Ibrahim was an ummah by himself, right? He didn't have any support system. He believed in what he believed. He left his homeland, and it was him in the desert, and he was alone, Yeah, of course, then he had his wife and he had his family, but he was very much alone. And so it helps, I think, from the convert side of things, to put yourself in that mentality. Not in sort of a standoffish way, like I don't need anybody, but to realize, to not expect anybody. Don't expect anyone to come and save you, right? At the end of the day, it's about your relationship with your Lord. And Allah said he's going to resurrect us alone, just as we came into this world alone. So it's a balance. There's a sweet spot. We would like there to be community. We would like there to be support. And from the community side, they should provide it, But just to protect yourself, as a convert, sometimes you have to put yourself in this mentality that, you're born alone, you're going to die alone, you're going to be resurrected alone. You can't hold your breath and wait around for people to be your friend.